The full unit consists of explaining your roles and responsibilities within education and training. A brief synopsis will be able to identify your own roles and responsibilities and boundaries within education. The main focus will be looking at your teaching cycle, roles and responsibilities, equality and diversity, boundaries and signposting. The first part of this unit, we're going to be looking at initial assessments. Now, we must value the initial assessment process and the validity of that. Some examples you might have experienced before include interviews, face-to-face or online, or using phone interviews, diagnostic assessments and application forms. Now, many of us have done these prior, but as a learner, the reason we use out for our learners because we want to identify and get them onto the suitable program. The purpose of the initial assessment is to identify an individual's learning needs and identify where they might need learning support and to ensure they're on the suitable program or course. Now, by doing a detailed initial assessment, it ensures when we move on to your planning stages, we can plan to suit your individual learning needs. The results of that initial diagnostic assessment will help you negotiate appropriate and individual training and assessment plans with your learners or action plans. And this should ensure they're on the correct program and that's at the right level and they can gain the right support for them. So we're going to look at your roles and responsibilities. And when we look at your roles as a teacher, it's not just as a motivator. You're so much more than that. You're not just teaching and planning and preparing learners for assessment. You will be looking at initial assessments and diagnostic assessments, carrying out and contributing to the design of the program, session planning, recording some of your learner progresses, and identifying where and when you can put support in for your learners. Moving on, we're looking at responsibilities within education and training. Now, some of your responsibilities as a teacher, your primary responsibility is to ensure that learners are on the correct program. But it doesn't end there. We must remember that when we're delivering our session, we need to ensure that we create a safe environment for our learners that's fair but challenging for all our individuals. You will be involved with the design of the program, health and safety, classroom layouts, and designing and amending any resources that are varied to engage with your learners. Now, a short activity we have with you is we'd like you to look at your activity book, your workbook, and list a minimum of 5 roles and 5 responsibilities for your learners, reflecting from the slides we've already presented and using your Anne Gravel's book.